And there are a lot of kinks to work out. It does not seem like they want us to stream cams. It does not seem like they want us to stream them, because every time I get on here and I try to do this, the cam will run for a minute or two, or maybe even 10 minutes, but then the cam will cancel. It's, let's try another one here. But it tends to get canceled out. I'm not looking for an area to watch the beach that's got a lot of air traffic. I'm actually looking for an area to watch the beach that has very little.
Sometimes it takes a different approach.
Very little air traffic. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh no, got tons of light. So this one isn't going to work either. You need something that doesn't have a lot of light, something that does not have a lot of air traffic, and just watch the waters, because most of my experiences have been based on that. It's not going out where there's a lot of airplanes. It's going out where there's nothing going on, and the angels will come to you. Yes, I said angels. You know, the bright white balls of light, angels of light. That's what I'm talking about. And I've experienced them, depends on how you count things, between 100 and 200 times. But this is not going to work either. Well, let's try this one. I was working offline before I went live here, and I thought I had one that was going to work. This one looks promising, but will it keep running? I think what's going to end up happening is that I'm going to have to continue hunting until I can find a solid stream that does not just discontinue. Because that's what I'm getting. Is it'll let you watch for a few minutes, but it wants you to refresh so another ad can run. You know how nearly everything is based on money, right? And there's basically more air traffic, because when I would go to the beach like this, you wouldn't see, well, maybe once in a while you'd see an airplane flying around, but where the angels show up over the waters, they show up just past the waves normally, sometimes a little further. Sometimes they show up even behind you or flying over your head or straight up. But the majority of the time, wherever you were standing and wherever you were looking, wherever I was standing, wherever I was looking, it would happen straight out in front of you. Like if I was standing right here on the beach, looking out over the water, bam, they would show up directly in front of me, just past the waves. And that's how I would see it. Now, is this cam gonna behave so we could maybe watch it or let it stream for a while? I don't know. The quality is, oh, there it went. And of course I'm thinking, well, maybe it's because I clicked the video quality, but I don't think so. They've been lasting about that long, and it's very irritating. I want to get this going so then that way we can narrow down on the location on a map and be paying attention to what's going on in the skies and be able to identify some things. But it's being very challenging. You guys, unless you've done this kind of thing, you don't understand how challenging it is to get it to work right. Not just this, it's anytime you're wanting to focus on showing something like this that's live, it's frustrating, guys, because I really want to get this going. And make this work. Let's go back to their homepage. You see they got their map where they show you where all the cams are at. And you go down here and you look at the cams. Like this is like one of their most active because it has a lot of air traffic and a lot of people come here and they want to watch the airplanes, and I'm sure there's people here looking for other things like drones and what most people are still calling orbs or calling plasmians. That was what I called them a decade ago. What they actually are is angels. But
There are so many people that see the WGU.
It's hard to get people to understand these things. It's not impossible, because I know most of you, or a lot of you, get it. But it would be nice. And I do plan on actually going to the beach here as soon as it warms up a little bit more. I'm going to take every camera asset I got and I'm going to go to the beach like once a week at least, because I don't live at the beach anymore, but I can hopefully get there. I just spent this last week $500 on replacing the alternator, replacing the brakes, replacing spark plugs, all kind of things on the car to see if I can possibly get it running and get us where we can go somewhere like to the beach. I'm going to let this run. Hopefully it'll keep working. It did last night. This was the only cam so far I've been able to get working, and it would stay working. But the normal behavior, like these are boats out here and right on the water level here. That's going to be a boat or two out there. The way angels work is they won't be there. They're not going to fly around and come cruising up. They're going to just be out of nowhere. They just show up. It'll just be like, oh, there's nothing there, and then poof, there they are. And it just jumped back down to a smaller screen. Lovely. But they come out of nowhere. There's a spark just ahead of them, but most of the time you can't see it with your eye. And then they come out of nowhere. So we'll see. I'm going to let this run a little bit. And I'm going to play, just put some music on in the background. And y'all guys are welcome to watch and see what we see. It's not like we're going to be able to see extremely clearly. As you can see, even the waves are hard to see on this camera. Something's got to give. We got to have a better way to be able to do this. It's frustrating because I know what I know. I know what I know. I know what I've seen so many times, and I want people to know it for sure. What the orbs are. Now there are, I suspect, the way this system works in this world is they will try to observe anything they can and copy it. And so I suspect it would not surprise me to know that they were trying to copy the way an orb looks and trying to deceive people with things that might be seen doing. I don't know. This is just frustrating. I love you guys, but I'm not going to continue this stream because we just can't see good enough. I got to find a better site or a better way, or just do it in person. It's just very difficult with the tools I have. It's hard. But I'm not going to waste your time because I'm not going to waste mine. It's just not good enough. I love you guys, and we will continue. We will fight on. We will go on. We will get this done. But I don't think this is the way. I love you guys. We'll talk to you later. Thank you for stopping by.